All right. So today, last month, I guess, it's been like Mobility Fridays. So it's been less of like a hardcore workout, more of like a stretchy, let's get things at an end range of motion or work on stability or that kind of stuff sort of deal. So today we're going to work on the armbar stretch, we're going to work on the splits, and we're going to work on the couch stretch. But before you work on any kind of stretch or mobility or whatnot, you should be warm. So we should warm up. With that, let's start with a few squats. And a few sit-ups. I went and visited my parents today. I had a really big lunch with them. That was like 5 hours ago, but like I'm still full. So I'm like doing the sit-ups and I'm like, oh. Do a few push-ups. Once you're done your push-ups, you can stand up. Give me some arm swings. Twist. Up and down. How your shoulders feel okay after yesterday's kettlebell marathon?
Yeah.
Good. Let's pop a little bit more of a squat, but this time we're just going to hang out here a little bit. And we're just going to kind of lean to one side or the other. Try and get a little stretch in those ankles. So there's the right one that's tighter for me than the left. And you got a kettlebell close by?
I do.
You do? Grab that kettlebell, just get some swings. This is the warm up. Awesome. And the last warm up we're going to do before we go over the movements is get on all fours, tripod position, and just do some scapular push-ups. So you're going to pull your shoulder blades together while keeping your elbows straight, and then you're going to push your shoulder blades toward your armpits. So you go back and forth. Just get your shoulder blades moving a little bit. Awesome. Okay, so the way this is going to work is we have technically 5 different exercises. We're going to do each one for a minute. And then rotate for 3 rounds. So it's all going to be 15 minutes. Okay? Now, I say technically 5 because really it's 3, but two of them are one-handed. So we're going to spend a minute on one side and then a minute on the other side, and then yada yada. So first things first is we're going to do the arm bar stretch. And the arm bar stretch is poorly named because it's not actually a stretch. It's more of a stability, shoulder stability exercise. So I'm going to try and show from this angle. What I'm going to do is I'm always, whenever I pick the kettlebell up like this from the floor, I'm always going to use two hands to pick it up. And I'm even leaning toward it. And I'm going to just lean back, use both hands to bring this up. Okay, always use two hands to pick it up, two hands to put it down. Okay, from there, I'm going to press this up as if I'm going to do, 4 press or begin a Turkish get up. And then again, just like a Turkish get up, I'm going to have the same side arm and leg post up. Okay, the other hand can be out on your side 90 degrees, but it's going to move above your head after that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the leg that's posted up. I'm going to push that into the floor and just get onto my side. And then if you look at my leg, I'm going to have that leg keep rolling over. I'm going to try and get both hips to the floor. And what I really want to do, hopefully you can see this in the camera, my shoulder here, I'm thinking about pulling that toward my spine. Okay, scapular retraction. I'm going to try and pull it toward my spine and keep it there. Now, if I just hold this position, you're going to notice very subtle little adjustments that my shoulder is doing in order to keep this stable. That's the work. Okay, so you're going to hold this for a whole minute, and then when it's time to get out, the same leg that came over, I'm going to keep that knee on the floor. I'm just going to point that toe to the ceiling like this, and I'm just going to roll back until I'm back in the starting position. Okay, and then I would just switch sides, and I would do the same thing on the other side for a minute. You've done this before, Kathy. I'm pretty positive because I've shown this to just about everybody, and I've known you for a while, right?
Yes.
There you go. And try and get your right hip to the floor. Keep going. There you go. And keep thinking about pulling your shoulder blade back toward your spine. That's going to stabilize that. That looks really good. And then you're just going to roll back the way you came. Nice and easy. Good. You got it. So we're going to spend a whole minute on each side. After that, so 1 minute on one side, 1 minute on the other. After that, we get to put the kettlebell down, and we're going to practice just traditional splits for a minute. And the way we can attack this is super simple. A lot of times people attack the splits really aggressively. They'll like start up top and use gravity to just push them down. But if you're not used to doing that, then that's a good way to pull a muscle. So we're not going to do that. So we're just going to start on our butts. We're going to get our legs as wide as we can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one hand behind me and one hand kind of in front. And I'm just going to kind of scoot my hips forward, and that's going to spread me out just a little bit. And that way I don't have gravity forcing me past a point where I'm ready for. And if this starts to feel easy, if I feel like I'm not really stretching anything, I can just push my hips forward another smidge. And from here, I can just kind of breathe, try and keep my posture nice and good. We're just going to hang out here for a minute. Should feel a nice, good stretch going on here or all up in your hips. I used to be really good at this. And then I stopped doing karate like 5 times a week, and I got really bad at this. So I want to spend a little bit of time here. That all good?
Yes.
Not too complicated there? And then we're going to spend 1 minute of the couch stretch on each side. So we do this often. We do this often for a reason, because most people do a lot of sitting. So this is always something, it's almost always a good idea to do a Sansom stretch or a couch stretch. So we all know the Sansom stretch, our knee is on something soft, our posture is good. I'm just gonna go forward as far as I can, trying to open up the hip here. Sansom stretch is great. If that's all you do today, then that's fine. We can make this a little bit harder by putting our foot on top of, let's say, a couch. That's why it's called the couch stretch. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab it. And I'm just going to hang out here while trying to keep as good posture as I can. I'm going to hang out there for a minute before I switch sides to the other side. And that's it. Any questions on that?
Well, got it.
Are you ready then?
I am ready.
Sweet. So we're going to start with the arm bar stretch. Pick a side. It doesn't matter. We're going to do both. I'm going to start a timer, and it's going to make a loud noise every minute. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let me catch up. Yeah. Really focus on that scapular retraction. Pull your shoulder blade toward your spine. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. So get yourself out of there. Quick switch to the other side. And do the same thing on the other side. And switch. And we're going to go into the splits. So I'm just going to sit up, swim my leg as far as I can, one hand in front, one hand in back, and just scooch until I feel like a good stretch is going on. You can also do a kind of point and flex with your ankles if you want. Try and get good posture if you can help it. Don't let your back round too much. Want to get as wide as we can without forcing anything past where we want to go. Okay. 2, 1, and switch. So we're going to the couch stretch or the Sansom. The whole point is trying to open up your hip, so make sure that you're not leaning forward. Good posture as best you can. It is easier with an actual couch. But mine is on the other side of the room and it wouldn't really make for a good picture. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. My right side's always way tighter than my left.
Really? I go back and forth.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the armbar stretch in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. And switch sides. Three, 2, 1. Get out of there. Right into splits.
All of a sudden, my cat started like budging me in the back.
If you want to point and flex your feet, go for it. Try and keep good posture as well, as best you can. I know it's hard. Three, 2, 1. Couch stretch or Samson, same difference. Balance. Oh, lost it. Finish it with the Samson. That was fine. 2, 1. Switch sides. That's loosening up this round. That's a lot better. Feels way better this round. That's real nice. All right, we're going to start the last round in 3, 2, 1. Back to the armbar stretch. Try to be in the shot this time. And switch sides. Oh, everything's feeling better now. Three, two, one. All done with this one. Go to the split. Oh, I can definitely make it a little bit farther now. Back when I did karate, I was like this close to a full split.
Really? Oh, I can't even imagine. Ouch.
But I was also, I was doing karate 5 times a week, sometimes multiple classes a day, and every single class began with 15 minutes of stretching. So turns out, when you do something often, you usually get pretty good at it. Who would have thought? Oh, and switch to the couch stretch. Or Sansom. I might finish it up with the Sansom, actually.
Yeah.
Let's get this much bigger range of motion. Feels good. I can use my other hand to just kind of push my hip down. Kind of turn a little bit. Oh. 2, 1, switch. Ooh, yeah. Almost
Now, we don't have to stretch out after this one, do we?
there. Nope. However, we're all done. There is extra credit if you want to join.
If I want to do what?
There is extra credit if you want to join me. Completely
What?
optional. But I have been doing 100 push-ups every day this past week, except for yesterday because we did 25 minutes of overhead pressing. So that seemed like a bad idea. But other than that, I've been doing 100 push-ups every day since Sunday. And usually I do it earlier in the day, but I figure, hey, after this, I'm going to be nice and warm. It would be a lot more pleasant to do it now. So, if you would like to do 100 push-ups with me, by all means, do 100 push-ups with me.
I can't even do one.
Or do 1 push-up with me, okay. I'm just going to fight my way through this. It's been rough because my push-up game has not been great. That's why I started doing this. So, here we go.
Ready?
There's 22 down. So it gets slower after my first set. Oh, 30. Fine. Whew. 39. Quarantine has killed me. 44. 48.
How many?
I'm at 48. If you want. Whew. 54. Seven. 60. 2. Almost there. Come on. Fine. Some 8. Whew. Up by 3 seems to be the way to go. 81. Hey. Almost there. 87. Ooh. 90. 10 more. 93. 96. 4 more. Let's get it done, right? 8. 9. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome. I did one in V-ups.
There you go. That's fine.
Yeah,
Ooh.
feel my arms.
All right. If you're planning on going to tomorrow's, it's going to be at the track at 9:30. We're just going to test our mile time. If not, I'll probably see you Monday, maybe.
You're gonna. Yeah.
All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Eat something good.
You too.